Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, let's just cut that bit out. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jim Bob and welcome to Let's Talk Cambridge United, the series where I talk everything Cambridge from goals to players to basically everything about the club. So today is the review on the Crawley Town game that we played yesterday. What can I say really about it? Oh, I think we can put a beep in here just to say how badly I think it was. I think it was absolutely There we go. Now we've got that out of the way. Let's move on. Right, see you next week. Bye. Right, now let's seriously take this. Let's take this seriously now. Got my notes. I've got some notes this week. I'm not winging it anymore like I did last week. Only because last week went severely wrong for me and I need some notes so I know what I'm talking about this time. So let's start off from the beginning. Crawley were on top from the start. There's no ifs, ands or buts about it. They were on top from the start. Why? I have no idea. But as I said last week, Crawley are our bogey team, and they proved it yesterday. Why? I have no idea. Do I care? No, not really, because we're going to go up anyway. Have to stay optimistic. If you don't stay optimistic, then what's the point? We had one real positive yesterday, and that was the fact Will Norris was in between the sticks. Why was he in between the sticks? I don't know, other than the fact he trains with Sean Derry every day, as we found out, because Braintree are a part-time team, so he trains with us every single day. One other thing that I'd like to know is why did he get thrown straight into the first team, and how come his contract's supposedly unbreakable has been broken and he's come back? Not complaining at all, but it's a bit of a surprise to see why he's back with us so soon. Okay, we can see Dunn was on his way out. I think that's the reason he's gone now completely, or he's on his way out. Bit of surprise that he put Best on the bench. I thought he might put Norris on the bench for a couple of games and then bring him onto the first team. But he's done what he's done. Moving on to the only goal that was scored in that game. Now, the defending was poor from, unfortunately, we had a bad skipper once again in Mark Roberts. Soon his time will come, and it can't be a surprise, can it, really? But there was nothing Norris could have done to stop that goal. Fair enough, it was because it was point blank range. Nobody could have stopped that. I mean, if he did stop it, then that's a world-class keeper. Definitely a world-class keeper if he could have stopped that. But he couldn't. Never mind. Note 1. Out of the way. I've already talked about the amount of challenges, some of the challenges we had. But most of the fouls were, no surprise, they were being caused by Mr. Robbo. Mark Roberts. Skipper, not supposed to be causing many fouls. Caused most out of anybody in the squad. Oh well, it's Crawley after all. Bogey team. Move on to it. Luton next week. We're going to win. So we were really good on the break, which wasn't very often at all. I think I watched the video back and I must have saw 3 or 4 chances where we actually got a run. And when we were set on the break, Rory Gaffney and Barry Core were quick on the break. There's no doubt about that either. Unfortunately, they couldn't put us in the lead or equalise or win us the game, unfortunately. But that pairing will get stronger over the coming weeks. And I'm sure we'll see some goals from both of them, if not one of them, sooner rather than later. After all, it is an all-Irish pairing up front. Another thing I have to talk about, how poor the refereeing was. One challenge, not a challenge, one incident in particular for me. Actually, no, I've got 2 actually, I've just thought of the second one. The first one was when there was a supposable handball from our man Beza, when it clearly came off his shoulder, like here, literally came off here. Referee blew the whistle, gave it as a handball, and he gave Berry a yellow card for it. What the fuck is with that? I'm getting a bit frustrated now, as you can tell. Another incident was when Page was fouled and shoved into the advertising board. Into the advertising. Instant yellow card for any other game. Probably an instant yellow card if it was one of us. Crawley got away with it without even talking to him. That really peed me off. Okay, I'm going to move on to match stats now because you can see how dominating I'd say Crawley were. Possession, they weren't that dominating. The possession was 51-49. Possession 51 to Crawley, 49 to us. Am I surprised? Nah, not really. That's fairly even if I'm honest. Okay, but then we move on to shots. 7 shots for Crawley, 10 shots for Crawley, 7 shots for us. Still fairly close, you may think. 4 on target for them, 1 on target for us. Okay, that's a bit further apart from each other. Not much, but a little bit. 10 fouls, 13 to us. Half of those weren't bloody fouls! I'm near the end of everything already, so you can tell how short this is because I'd rather forget this whole game altogether. We had one really good chance in the second half, and that was from Connor Newton. And unfortunately he didn't put it away, he just skimmed the outside of the net. And the final score was 1-0 unfortunately, but nevertheless we're going to move on because I've had enough of this, and quite frankly I'd rather forget this game altogether. Next week is Luton away. How excited I am for it. Will I be going? I don't know yet. I kind of have work commitments. If I do go, then there will be a highlight video. I'll be making sure I make an arse of myself like I do at every game. You may even meet my new co-star. I won't reveal any names or anything yet, but I have a new co-star in the making. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did not recording it. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. If you did like this, hit the like button. It does help me a lot. It's so close to 200 subs now. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace!